But the war will end one day.
Walking about all door-faced, scaring decent folk.
Redania.
Greetings, Master. What can I do for you?
Got a razor and shears? Good. Make me look decent. So long.
It's hard to believe Nanka dabbled in witchcraft. Such a nice old gran.
Has she got a black cat? She has. Dried herbs? Plenty. The hunters found a moon-shaped birthmark on her, they did.
But did you ever hear of her hurting anyone?
It all came out during her interrogation. She confessed. She made Willem's mare die, and her foul whispers led Gustav to betray his wife. He should have been there when she burned. Fire barely licked her feet when she started screaming obscenities. Revealed her true nature, she did.
You hear her wailing yesterday? What did they do to that woman? Sheathe your sword.
You go.
You're asking for it.
Sheath it.
Shut up and fight.
Orson Jr.'s men visit you too, collecting protection coin.
They visited everyone, and everyone paid. Only Walter stood up to them.
At least someone found the courage.
Lost it in the end, it seems. Just after they'd taken his third finger. And once he'd spilled where he kept his gold, they cut off the rest.
Redania.
And with that, you're fucked.
Great boy.
What are you looking at?
Put it away. Show it in!
You know Gerard? Fella from the hills outside town. Brought sheep cheese to market.
Of course I know him. Good man. Always asks about me wife. Gives me treats for the kiddies. How is he?
Dead. They say something stole his ewe. Instead of moving on, he went to look for it. And perished.
A few days on, a dog brought his hand back to the village. That's all his family got to bury.
Shame to hear it. Know what did him in?
Some beast. And no one's in a hurry to find out what kind, even though there's a bounty on its head.
Viva Radovid! What's this? The mark of a dangerous guild you wear.
Beg your pardon.
His Majesty King Radovid is a stern ruler. But long live the king.
Cat eyes. Mark of the devil.
The knight from the fairy tales. Did he have white hair or a white horse?
Sheathe your sword.
Under our lads, beat the black ones. The sooner they can come home.
Red, you live down by the river. It true what they say? That you can hear screams from the other side of the pontar at night?
Aye. But you know the screams aren't the worst.
Wait.
If you
The
listen
witch
close when
hunters
the
will
moon's
see
full,
to you.
you can hear this cackle coming from Velen. Old women laughing, but in a way that makes me shiver. Whenever I hear it, I shut my windows, bar my doors and sing lullabies to my kids till dawn, to keep them from hearing it.
Cat eyes. Mark of the devil.
Red, you live down by the river. It true what they say?
The knight
You
from the
can hear
fairy
screams.
tales.
Crawl back under your rock.
Tell you,
Beware,
black ones will be here
for
for
you
you.
know neither the day nor the hour.
Best start learning Nilfgaardian.
Is it a difficult tongue?
Oh, I don't know. If you know a bit of elf tongue, it's easier. Not lots in common.
As do non-humans and the Imperials in general. Both vengeful, bloodthirsty, godless.
Sheathe your sword.
Feisty, eh?
Long live, etc.
looking after that swin in the cans.
Stay out of my way.
Have we not met before? In Lost Wing, perchance.
The witch hunters will see to you.
Fast, eh?
I'm looking for Tamara, the Bloody Baron's daughter. Your brother said I'd find her here.
Wojtek sent you, sir.
How else would I know she was here?
Wait a moment. I'll fetch her straight away.
You're looking for me, and who might you be? My father sent you?
Yeah, to see if you're still alive. And well. I'm Geralt of Rivia.
I'm quite alive and extraordinarily well, Geralt of Rivia. Better than I've ever been in this rotten life of mine, and now that you've seen me, I bid you farewell.
Wait.
We've nothing more to talk about.
Your father's a vile man. You're angry and bitter. Can't blame you.
Why do you help him then? Why did you take this job?
Because he knows something about someone dear to me. Promised to tell me if I found you and your mother.
Got it. A bit of blackmail. Just his style. Well, now you found me, you can tell him I'm alive and I'm never coming back.
Before I agreed to look for you, your father told me his version of events. Tell me yours.
Mine? It's dull as life amidst the swamps. My earliest memories are of a drunken father lying under the stairs, caked in mud and clutching a bottle. Next dozen years, pretty much the same. Father would drink, disappear for days, then come home in a rage and send furniture flying. Thank the gods for war. I was glad every time they sent him off. And the quarrels. I remember him screaming at Mum, the thuds as he beat her, then her sobbing. I'd hide under my bed and long for silence. That's the long and short of it. Multiply by 19 and there you have my life. Finally, we'd had enough, Mum and me. He crossed the line and we fled.
I don't mean to pry, but I know your mother had a miscarriage.
His doing? He shoved her, she fell, that's how it started. We were alone, no one to help, blood everywhere. Worst night of my life.
Sorry. Must have been hard for you both.
Mum was in shock. She was raving that it was better this way, that she never wanted the child. Must have had a fever. She was losing blood the whole time.
She didn't want the child?
Said she'd sooner cut open her gut than bear another child from his seed.
Wojtek claims your mother had strange marks on her hands, and that a monster dragged her into the woods. That true?
We were riding towards the river. Suddenly, Mum cried out, bent over, almost fell off her horse. I rode up to her and saw something strange. Her hands were on fire. And then that creature leapt from the woods. I don't know what it was, but it roared so fierce my nose bled. I saw it topple trees. I've never been so scared in my life. And that thing grabbed my mum and disappeared into the woods. I wanted to turn back, go after them, but the horses panicked. Now I don't even know if she's alive.
What will you do now?
Find my mum.
You realize that might not be that easy.
Don't worry, I'm not daft enough to believe I can do it alone. I've got some new friends now. Powerful friends. They'll help me.
Who are these friends, if it's not a secret?
No secret. Heard of the Church of the Eternal Fire? A priest helped me contact the Redanian witch hunters. Righteous, brave men. They'll help me.
Hence the candlesticks in your room. So you believe in the eternal fire?
Once the heat of the fire has set your heart aflame, it gives you strength and leads you down the path of truth for the rest of your life. I hope it'll bless you with its warmth one day.
Thanks. Thing is, fire's tricky. It's easy to get burned. What about your father?
Who? Oh, him. I don't care. I won't go back to him. That bit of my life? Forgotten it already.
Well, well. A witcher. Never thought the Baron would stoop to hiring a monster slayer. Though I hear you're good at tracking things down.
Glad you know who I am. Haven't introduced yourself, though.
Graden, witch hunter in the service of His Royal Majesty Radovid of Redania. I'm certain you've heard of us.
Rings a bell.
If the Bloody Baron sent you to fetch his daughter, you'd best face it. You will fail in your task.
I appreciate your concern, but I don't need it. As for Tamara, she can make her own decisions.
Noble of you. A killer for hire abandoning his bounty for the good of another. The hunters and the Church of the Eternal Fire thank you. So the Baron hired a witcher to find his daughter. Interesting.
Desperate fathers have been known to do a lot to find their daughters.
Unexpected from a witcher. I thought your mutations cleansed you of humanity. Stripped you of emotions.
You don't need mutations to strip men of their humanity. I've seen plenty of examples. Where are you gonna take her?
Tamara must rest. She's had a harrowing experience. When the warmth of the Eternal Fire has restored her strength, we shall see about finding her mother.
Before you go, your father asked me to give you this.
Clara? Father told you to give me Clara. Funny how he thought to buy me back with a memory. Tell him one gesture could never make up for a ruined childhood. So long, Witcher. In spite of all, I'm grateful you gave me a choice. Didn't force me to go back to the tyrant.
Hope you know what you're getting yourself into. So long, and good luck.